Okay, all right, now we can get started.
Okay.
Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, can you see the GED Math Prep?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing we want to do is our assignment. Now, did everybody do their assignment, the 2 problems?
No.
Alva, you did yours?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay,
I tried.
Alva, what did you get for number 1? Absolute value minus 5 plus absolute value of 5. What was your answer?
Just a minute, I have it here.
Tell me your answer for number 1.
I do number 1.
Well, I want Alva to give me the answer, Maury. You'll give me the answer for number 2, Maury.
I have it on my cell phone and I turn it off. I don't want it disturbed.
Well, just take a look at it. You know what absolute value is, right? A number without a sign.
Yes.
Look at the screen, Alva. What's the absolute value of a negative 5?
It's positive 5.
That's right, just 5. So let's just put
Yes.
5. And what's the absolute value of just 5 without a sign, which means it's plus, right? What's the absolute value here of, let me just take this line out. The line, okay. So absolute value of negative 5 is a positive 5, and that's what you said, Albert. That's correct. Now, what's the absolute value of the 5 here, the plus 5?
It's not absolute. It's positive. Oh. Wow.
No sign on absolute value. No sign. So the absolute value of 5, and it's a plus 5. I'm talking to Alva Maureen. Alva,
Can't hear me.
Alva, what's the absolute value of 5 right here? Remember, the number between two vertical lines is absolute value.
Yes.
So what is the absolute value of 5 right here?
I did it. I soon tell him. I can't call the name. I forgot the name, but I know what it is.
What is it?
It's just a minute, Miss Barley. Let me pick it up on my phone. I soon tell you the name of it.
No, I don't want you to look at your phone. I want you to look at the screen. Absolute value is just a number, Alva. So you told me negative 5, absolute value is 5. Absolute value does not have a sign. It's just a number. So absolute value of 5 is what?
It represents wow.
The absolute value is just a number between the 2 vertical lines. And what is that number?
It's oh.
Right here. What's the number?
Yeah, I know it's I can't remember the name.
No, it's not a name. What, you see where my cursor is?
Yes.
What is that number?
It's a 5.
That's what the absolute. No, that's what the absolute value is. 5. You follow, Alva?
Between the line is 5.
That's the absolute value.
Okay, absolutely.
Just remember the number between these 2 vertical lines
it's an absolute
without
value.
a sign is the absolute value.
Okay.
So the absolute value of a negative 5 is just 5.
5.
The absolute value of a plus 5 is just 5.
I know you're saying an number line, absolute value don't have any negative.
Yes, it's just a number. It's just a number.
That's the part I remember.
Okay, so the absolute value is just a number.
Yes.
Okay, so when I gave you absolute value of negative 5, you told me 5. Absolute value of positive 5 is 5. So what's 5 plus 5? Alva?
10.
10. That's your answer.
Okay.
That's your answer. You got it?
The thing I got from it, it's like no negative in it.
No
When it-
negative, no positive, no signs.
Yes.
Just remember, absolute value, no signs.
No signs.
Absolute
Yes.
value is just the distance from 0.
Yes.
So from 0 to -1 is a 1. From 0 to +1 is a 1.
Yes.
No signs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me give you another one here. I want you to do. Let's see. Let me give you. I want to make sure. I don't want to leave this till I know that you understand it. All right. So let me give you another one. Okay. Now this is 15. Right? This is minus, and this is -7. Okay. What is that equal to, Alba?
Say 15 and a -7.
Absolute value of 15
Yes.
minus the absolute value of a -7.
Okay, so it would be 8.
Okay, 15 minus 7 is 8. That's right. You just take the number in between the vertical lines with no sign. So you're absolutely right. It would just be
Yes.
15 minus 7
8.
equal 8. You got it?
Yes.
I think you understand it now, right?
I don't know what happened to my brain, man.
Okay, let me just try one more.
Deteriorating.
No, it's not. It's just that you just need a little more practice. Okay, now let's just take one more. Okay. Now I want to say the absolute value, make this a 6. Okay. And let's just make this times multiplication. Absolute value of 6 times -12. What's that equal to, Alba?
6 times a negative. 6, 12, 7.
What's the answer?
Equals 72.
All right, you got it.
I'm getting bright.
That's it. You're smart.
Oh boy.
See, you just pick the number between the two vertical lines, no
Yes.
sign, and here, no sign, 6 times 12, 72. So I think you got it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so that's absolute value, the distance of the number from 0, never a sign on absolute value. Okay. Maureen, you ready for number 2?
Not really, Miss Barbara, because I didn't understand that period.
Yeah, you still didn't. Okay, so let me can you see this number line, or do you want me to put it on the white?
Of course, I can see it.
You can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is what, Maureen? This is what?
Now my minus 52.
-52, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
this is what?
0.
Okay. Now we said which letter best represents a -22? And you have A, D, C, and B, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, remember, as you go from left to right, you are increasing, right?
Uh-huh.
So what is larger, Alva, a -22 or a -52? Which number is larger?
-52.
No, it is not.
Minus
Remember,
22.
minus 22.
minus 22 is larger
Yeah.
because remember you go from left to
Left
right.
to right, yes.
That's right. Even though the absolute value is 52, but when it's negative, the bigger the negative number, the smaller the number.
Yeah, I
Yes.
understand that
Okay,
too.
so that means that the minus 22 cannot be A or D, right?
Yes.
Because anything before this minus would have to be bigger. Like this
Yes.
could be a minus 62. This could be a minus 72. You got it, Maureen?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can eliminate A and D because any number here has to be absolute value greater than 52.
Mhm.
So that means when you go this direction, you're less than 52. So it's between C and B. So Maureen, which one would you say?
I would say B.
All right, you got it. Right, answer B.
Oh, I had guessed that, but I didn't sure. Cause
Okay.
52
Well,
had me. The
well,
52 had me.
just think
So
now. If
I
this
got
is
ready to go.
minus 52,
Yeah.
this could be what?
50.
This could be 42, this could be 32, this would be 22. So,
Oh, I see.
right? So you see, remember as you go from left to right, your numbers get
Okay.
bigger. So somewhere between minus 52 and C, it could be a minus 42, minus 32.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
this is probably minus 32, and then and in between here, minus 32, minus 22. All right.
Mhm.
Alva, questions on number 2?
No, Miss Bobber.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Because
the first thing you do is eliminate what it could not be,
yes.
because A and D has to be smaller than minus 52. So these numbers have to be absolute value bigger. In other words, this could be a minus 62. This could be a minus 72.
Okay.
So then that means A and D cannot be minus 22. So you're
Yes.
only between C and B.
And B.
And since the distance from here, minus 52 to C and minus 52 to B, it would be the smaller number because somewhere here you've got a minus 42 and a minus 32, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your answer would be B. So that's one thing that we need to practice more, that when you don't see a number on the number line, you use the numbers that are there to determine what the number is. All right. Now, just to illustrate that, let me just do a new share. And I want to go to the whiteboard. Okay. Here's the whiteboard. I'll draw a number line because now the whiteboard is working. Okay. And I'll put here in, and I'll put a 0 here. All right.
Yeah.
Now, what's on the right, Alva? Positive or negative numbers?
Um,
On this side, positive or negative?
it's positive.
That's right. Very good. That's why I wanted you to do that number line. Okay. So we
Yeah.
can put here plus. No, I don't want to put that. Okay. I put here, and this is a 1. So when it's positive, I don't have to really put a sign. And then I'll put here a 2. All right. And let me just put my dots there. And then on the right, on the left side, what's the sign, Maureen?
Negative.
Negative, right? So this is a -1. All right. And this is a -2. Okay.
Mhm.
And then I have some things here that I did not label, right?
Yeah.
But you can determine what they are. So if I put here, I say this is a A. All right. This is a C. This is a D. And this is a B. Now, Alva, I ask you, what is A equal to? A equals what? You tell me.
Okay.
A is between 0 and 1. And it looks like it's halfway between, right?
Yes.
So what would that A value be?
It would be a positive one.
No, it's a 1 here. It's greater than 0 and less than 1. And it's halfway between. So what's half of 1, Alva?
Half is just 0?
No, half of 1. What's
don't
half
know.
of a dollar bill?
Oh, okay, 50.
50 cents, right? So
Yes.
half of 1 is 1/2 or 0.5.
Okay.
So you could say 1/2, right? And that's equal to,
0.5.
that's right, decimal 0.5. So even though we didn't have a number there, you can figure it out because you know what comes before it and what comes after. That's how you can do decimals and fractions. They come between the whole numbers, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Alva, what is C? Tell me what C is equal to. Here's C, between 1 and 2. What is the number between 1 and 2?
I would say 50. No?
No, between 1 and 2 is greater than 1, less than 2,
2.
and midway. So what's midway between $1 and $2?
I would say 75%.
No, 75 is less than 1. If you have, well, what's midway between $1 and $2?
$1 and $2 midway. It would be $1.25.
No, dollar one. Wouldn't it be $1.50?
Midway, yes.
Yes.
So wouldn't it 75 also? No.
No, 75 would have to be between 0 and 1,
Okay.
right? 75
Yes.
cents.
Okay.
If this was $1, it would be somewhere here. But between 1 and 2, it's $1 and some cents, and that cents is 50 cents, right? So what would it be as a fraction, Alva? What would this be as a fraction?
So that's half is 50.
1 is 2/2.
Yes.
This is a half. So
Yes.
what's 1/2 plus 2/2?
1/2 plus, that's 3/2.
Yeah, that's right, 3/2.
3/2, yes.
So you could write it as 3/2.
Okay.
And what would it be as a decimal?
This one would be point 32.
No.
Point,
When you
0.23.
divide 3 by 2, what do you get?
1.5.
That's it, 1.5. So it'd be 1.5.
0.5.
Got it?
Okay. Yes, Ms. Barber.
1.5. So I want you to know how to find decimals and fractions on the number line.
Yes.
Maureen, what's the value of B?
B is like 1/2.
It's what?
It's between 1 and 0, right?
That's a -1, Maureen. Don't throw away signs. What is B right here?
Negative.
It's negative what?
1/2.
-1/2. That's right. -1/2 or -0.5, right?
Oh,
-0.5, right? Okay. Now, our last one is D, Maureen. What is D? What's the value of D?
yeah.
Give me the fraction first.
Well, D is between, let me
D
see.
is between a -1 and a -2. So what would be the value of D?
Okay, let me see. D -1 -2. 1/2.
1/2 would have to be between 0 and -1.
Okay.
Between -1 and a -2.
Um,
Well, we said this was between +1 and a 2. We got 3/2. So D is just going to be a -3/2, right?
uh, uh,
Yeah, -1.5, which is 3/2. And as a decimal, what would that be, Maureen? Negative what?
okay. 1.5.
That's it, -1.5. All right. So I want you to be able to find numbers on the number line, even if they are not there, because that little hash mark given tells you what one of the numbers is and the other number, and that means you can find the other number. This does not have a number, a hash mark without a number. You should be able to figure it out, okay? Any questions how you find decimals and fractions on the number line? They're between two whole numbers, right?
Mhm.
And the whole numbers could be negative, they could be positive. Okay, let's save that. And let's do a new share. Go back to our topics. Now we did our fractions. Okay. Now, what is the value of the black dot? Well, no, that's not what I want. Okay, I want you to find the distance between two numbers. Now, number 4. If P is 1.75 and Q is a -3/4, that's 2 points on the same number line. Let's find the distance between P and Q. Now, since P is a decimal and Q is a fraction, we want to make the 3/4 also a decimal. Okay, so 3/4, 3/4 is 75 cents, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
So 3/4 is 0.75. Okay. How do you think you find this? Here's the number line. There's your -3/4, a -0.75. There's your +1.75.
Mhm.
How do you think you can find the distance between those 2 points? Alva or Maureen?
But I don't know. By going left to right, this is negative, this is positive.
There's a couple of ways you can find it. The easiest way would just be to add the absolute value of the two numbers. And what do you
Okay.
get when you add the absolute value of minus 0.75 and the absolute value of 1.75. Maureen, what do you get?
Okay. 1.75.
Let me just go up here and grab my absolute value. Okay, so you know exactly, okay. When I say add the absolute value, so what you're gonna do, and I'll just put that there. And that's easier than really actually counting. All right.
You add
Okay.
0.
So you're gonna add, okay, minus 0.75 and then add 1.75. 1.75. Alva, you remember what we said about absolute value, right?
Yes, yes, Ms. Barbara.
So a minus 0.75, what's the absolute value?
It's 2 point.
No, minus 0.75. We're only talking about this one. What's the absolute value of minus 0.75?
Minus 0.75.
It's the number between the vertical lines without a sign. So what would I write for the absolute value of a minus 0.75?
It would be, oh, yeah, okay. It would be 0.75.
That's it. Very
Yes.
good, Alva. 0.75. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now let's go to the next one. What's the absolute value of 1.75? It's just a number between the two vertical lines, no signs.
Okay.
So what's the absolute value of 1.75?
It would be 0.75. No,
No.
no.
1.7.
0.75. Yes, absolute value.
So what's the absolute value of 1.75?
I'm not getting that one.
No, just Alva. What do you see between the two vertical lines here?
It's 1.75.
That's the absolute value.
Okay.
It's just a number between those two vertical lines, no sign.
Okay.
So whether it's decimal or whether it's whole number, this could be 1,000.
Yes.
Absolute value of 1,000 is just 1,000.
Okay, it's in between the lines.
Yeah, whatever you see between these two vertical lines, that's your absolute value. It's the distance from 0 on the number line.
Mhm.
All right. Now, when you add these, Alva, what do you get? What's 0.75 plus 1.75?
0.75.
Added to 1.75. What do you get?
0.75 and 1.75. So that's 1, 14, 15. So that's 152. 2.75. 2.714. 2.50.
That's it. 2.50.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes. Yeah.
2.50. Okay. So you just took the absolute value of the minus 0.75.
And had
Okay.
it.
And then added it because you have a Q was minus 0.34 and 3/4 converts to 0.75, right?
Yes.
And then you had P 1.75. So the distance from Q to P is 2.50.
5. Yes.
Now, Maureen,
Yeah.
are you there?
Yeah, Miss Barbara.
Okay. Now, How could you find it on the number line? 0.75 is right here. 1.75 is here. How could you find that on the number line?
Okay. Well, I will find it on the positive side.
You would find it where?
In between, right here.
You're right here.
Uh-huh.
There's your minus 0.75.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to
the right.
this point.
Yeah.
Now, how could you count this on the number line and get that same value, 2.5?
Okay, go from here, right?
From here,
Yeah.
0.75
Uh-huh.
to
the positive
1.75.
0.75, yeah.
Yes. How do you get that? You could do it on the number line. How would you do it on the number line?
Yeah.
How many places did you move when you went from minus 0.75 to 1.75? Count them on the number line. How many are there?
10.
10, right?
Yeah.
10 places. But
Yeah.
each place represents what? What does each place represent here?
Okay, let me see. 10.
What?
75.
This is
75.
0.75. This is what? 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
This is minus 1 point. Okay. So each one of these represents 0.25, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you said you moved 10 places, then 10 times 0.25. And what's that equal to, Maureen? Let me make it bigger.
10
Times 0.25 is what?
5.
Uh,
250.
That's right, 250,
Mm-hmm.
2.5, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you could, like I say, you could do it two ways. You could add the absolute value of the 2 points, or you could count the number of places you moved and multiply it by 0.25. Because if this is 0.75, then this is what, 1.5, right?
Uh-huh.
This is, okay, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75. Because each one of these represents 1/4, 0.25, right? So 0.25, 0.50, 0.75. And you're going this way, this is 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, then 1. Then 1.25, 1.50, 1.75. So each of these points right here represents what? 0.25. And you move 10 places, so 10 times 0.25 is 2.50. So I want you to be able to find points even though they may not be there. But if you know this is 0 and this is a -1 and you're increasing going this way, so that means then your numbers are going to be smaller, right? 0.75, you have 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 0.75, 0.50, 0.25, 0. 0.25, 0.50, 0.75. Each time you're adding 0.25, then 0.75 and 0.25 is 1. So what is this, Maureen? What is that? See where my cursor is?
Uh-huh.
What's that value there?
Let me see.
What's the value here?
10.
No. Remember I said each notch here represents 0.25. So
Oh.
what would this be? 1.25.
Oh,
So what would this one be, Maureen? What would that notch be?
2.15.
What would it be?
2 point.
No. To be a 2, Maureen, it's got to be over here.
Oh,
Remember, between 1 and 2, it's got to be less than 2.
oh,
So you say this is 1.25. What would this notch be right here?
less than. Let me see. Let me concentrate.
1.25, 1.50, 1.75.
Oh,
You're just adding 0.25 each time,
oh,
right?
okay.
You following me, Maureen?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back. What is this point right here? See where my curve is?
Okay.
What is that point? Right here.
I don't know.
No, 0.25,
All is 2.5.
0.50, right?
Oh,
Remember, as I said before,
Uh.
midway between 0 and 1
Uh,
is what? 0.50.
oh.
So you got 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1.
One.
Now add 1.25, 1.50, 1.75, and then 2. Got it?
Okay.
Is it making sense, Maureen?
Yeah, I have to figure it out myself though.
Yeah, but see, to go from 0 to 1, you've got it divided into fourths, right? So 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, which is 1.
Mhm.
Okay, 1 and 1/4, 1 and 2/4, 1 and 3/4. 1 and 3/4 is 1.75.
Mhm.
And the
Okay.
same thing when you go to the negative, right? Minus 1/4, minus 1/2, minus 0.75. Okay, or minus 1/4, minus 2/4, minus 3/4. Got it? Maureen, what is this point right here?
Okay.
I'm between minus 1 and minus 2. So what would that point right there be? Right here.
Okay. Okay, I figure out that.
Midway between a minus 1 and a minus 2. What would it be?
3.
What?
I don't know, Miss Barbara. This is confusing.
Midway between $1 and $2.
150.
That's right. So this would be a minus 1.5.
Um,
Just think money, because money you can relate to very easily. So just think money, right? Midway between $1 and $2 is 1.5. So it's a negative, so that would be 1.5. Add another 0.25, and this point would be minus 1.75. Is it making sense, Maureen?
yeah, but I remember.
Yeah. So each time you're adding a fourth, 1/4, and 1/4, let me just put it here, 1/4 equals what as a decimal, Maureen? What's 1/4 equal to?
The decimal?
Yes,
0.25.
that's it. Very good. So you got it. 1/4 of $1 is a quarter, 0.25. That's all we're doing on this number line. Each one of these hash marks represent 1/4. So you can just count it down: 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4. 8/4 is 2, right?
Mhm.
So you could do it as fractions or you could do it as decimals. Questions?
Excuse me, Miss Barbara, I'd have something black in my way.
Okay.
So I used the computer mouse to take it off and I got cut off.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now we were just going through this number line. Maureen, you want to explain to Alva?
No, this Barbara.
No, yes, you can.
I can't.
Just tell, no, listen, Maureen. Tell her what each one of these hash marks mean right here. What is this one right here?
Oh, boy.
1/4. 1/4. What is this one, Maureen?
2/4,
That's right. This one.
3/4.
That's it. You got it. And then this one.
1.
A 4/4. Isn't 4/4 equal to 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4/4. Any number over itself is equal to 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Barbara, so excuse me. The 1, 2,
Meaning
1, 2, 3, 4, 4/4. That would be 3/4. Is it still 75?
That's it. Very good.
Okay.
3/4 is the decimal 0.75. 4/4 is the whole number 1. Then you add another 4th, Alva. What would this point be right here, Alva? Right next to the 1. What would that be?
That would be 1, 4, 1.
1 and what? 1 and what fraction?
Okay, 1, and this is 1, this 2. 1 and 1/4.
That's it. 1 and 1/4.
Yes.
What is this
Yes.
one?
1 and 2/4.
That's right. 1 and 2/4. This one.
1 and 3/4.
And here.
2.
That's it.
Yes.
You got
Okay.
it.
Yeah, liquor by liquor.
Yes. And that way you can
brain.
relate your fractions to your decimals. Okay, Alva, what is this point right here? I'm on the negative side, right here.
It's
I'm between a -1 and a -2.
yeah.
Midway. What is that point right there?
Okay, that is 1, a -1, a -2, a -3.
No.
No, this is
Each one of these is a 4th. So it's between a -1 and a -2. Now, if I'm midway, what would this number be right here?
2.
Midway between 1 and 2 is what?
1 and 2 midway.
Yes.
1/4.
No. No. It has, you've got to put a 1 there, because each time you go this way, you have a -1 and then you have a fraction.
Yes.
So you have a -1 and a 1/4.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So this is a -1 and 1/4.
Okay.
A -1 and 1/4. Right?
Yes.
And this would be what?
2/4.
No, -1 and 2/4.
Yes.
And this one would be
3/4.
-1 and 3/4. In other words, let me just put here, -1 and 1/4, which is equal to what?
-1.
5/4. 5/4.
Yes.
right? Because you could
Yes.
write it as an improper fraction, and that's minus, that would be a minus 5/4. Okay,
Okay, so you would have the one with the 4.
yeah, you the 1 and the 1/4, that would be 5/4. Then this
Yeah.
would be minus 1 and 2/4, minus 1 and 3/4, and then minus 2.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
And you could write it as a decimal, or you can write it as a fraction. So Maureen, what is this right here? You see my cursor right next to the 0. What is that value?
1/4.
What is it?
This is confusing to me also.
No, each hash mark represents a fourth, right? 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4.
Oh.
Whether you're going on the left side, negative, or the right side. So 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. Okay, so this would be what, Maureen? Right here, the hash mark, right here.
1/4,
1/4. This one,
2/4,
right?
3/4,
And
1. This is 4/4.
4/4. You got it. And whether you go right or left, over here, this is what, Maureen?
1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. This is 1.
Right, now this one would be,
Then
just
1.
add a fourth.
That'd be like 4 or 5.
No. 4/4,
4, 2.
5/4,
Oh,
6/4,
oh,
7/4,
7/4.
8/4. 8/4 is a 2.
2.
Yeah, you're just adding a fourth every time.
Okay.
1 and 1/4, 1 and 2/4, 1 and 3/4. 1 and 4/4 is 2.
Wow.
Got it, Alva?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Yeah, you just and the way you know what fraction is how many of these hash marks in between. See, if you, because you could have 8, you could have 8ths, you could have 6, you could have thirds, but this one you have 1, 2, 3, 4. They're fourths.
Oh, I see.
You got it, Maureen?
Yeah.
And you could write them as decimals, or you can write them as fractions. Is it making sense now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to leave this until you understand it. All right. Now, okay. Now, all right. Here's where you can test it out. Use your understanding of representative fractions on the number line to find the value of A. You see A right here, right? Okay. Alva, what would you say, A, B, C, or D? What would be your answer?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a few seconds, Miss Barbara. So it would be 2, 4, 2 is 4.
And remember now you got 1, 2, 3. So that means each one of these are fourths, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 is 12.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So what would it be? A, B, C, or D?
Would it be C?
4/4 is 1.
Yes. And you
You're
have
you increase in going from left to right. So
Okay,
it's
so-
greater than 1 and less than 2. Which one is
Okay.
it?
Okay, so it's greater than 1 and less
Greater
than
and
2.
less than 2, because it's between 1 and 2. But each hash mark here represents a fourth.
Yes.
So what answer would you say,
8 and 4, 12.
Alva?
I would say is C.
But C is 4/4. 4/4 is 1.
Okay, 4/4 is
It's
1.
bigger than 1 because as you
Okay.
go from left to right, it's increasing.
Yes. Okay, it's bigger than 1. Is it 5/4?
That's it.
Okay, 5/4.
Very good.
Yes.
So
yes.
answer
B.
A,
Yes.
right? 4/4 plus 1/4 gives you 5/4.
Yes.
All right.
You
Now,
can send some more of those, Miss Barbara. Let me try and work on them.
yeah. Well, let me go to the whiteboard. Okay. Let me do a new share and go to the whiteboard. Let's save that. Okay. And clear. Okay. Now let me draw a number line. Okay. And I'll put a 0 here. Okay. Let me put a 1 here. And a 2. And a 3. Okay, now let me put 1, 2. Okay, I'll put some letters on here. Okay, now let me put a B here. Okay, put a C here and put a D and put an A here. Okay, now notice I didn't put any numbers on some of the hash marks, right? But if I didn't put the numbers on there, you can tell me what each one represent, right? From 0 to 1, and I only have hash mark here, hash mark here. That means these hash marks represent 1/3. That's how you know, because 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So let me just put 1/3. That's what each hash mark represent, right?
Yeah, 1/3.
Okay, so the hash marks represent, so that's 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3, 5/3, 6/3, 7/3, 8/3, 9/3. Okay, now, since you know that, Alva, you can tell me what is the value of B? Between 0 and 1. No negatives on here. These are all positive. From 0, between 0 and 1, I have a B here. What would you give me as the value of B?
Now 1/3.
That's it. Excellent.
Yes,
1/3. Okay. All right, Maureen, what's the value of C?
5/3.
1 and 2/3, is that 5/3? Okay. Yeah, because you say 3/3, 4/3, 5/3. Very good. Or 1 and 1/3, right? You could write it as 1 and 1/3. You got it. All right, Alva, what's the value of A?
Okay.
A right here between 1 and 2.
Okay, so
Hash mark right here. What would
2,
that be?
3, 4. It's 1 and 4/3. 1, no, this is it. 1. It's between 1. What you say, Miss Barbara? Hey?
A, right. It's between 1 and 2, and each hash mark represents a third.
Okay, so 1, 2, 1 and 6.
You have a 1 here,
Yeah,
and you have a 1/3. What's 1 plus 1/3?
that's 2 and 2/3. 2.
No, 2 and 2/3 will have to be here between these two.
Okay, so 1, 1, 1.
1 and a 1/3. What is 1 and 1/3? If you write it as a,
So 2/3, is it half?
no, we're talking thirds here.
Oh, third. Okay.
So 1 is 3/3.
Yes.
And this hash mark is 1/3. So what's 3/3 plus 1/3?
Okay.
4.
Go ahead.
4/3.
That's
4/3.
it. Very good.
Yes.
4/3. That's right.
Yes.
4/3 are 1 and 1/3. All right. So you've got 3/3, 4/3, 5/3, 6/3.
Yes.
All right. Maureen, what is D?
Okay, hold on.
Between 2 and 3.
Okay. It's 1/3. Yes.
2 is what? 6/3.
Yeah.
This would be what? 7/3,
Third,
then 8/3.
thirds.
That's it. 8/3. Okay, 8/3. And then of course, if you got the 3, that's 9/3. And 8/3 is really 2 and 2/3. That's another way you could write it, right? Just make that bigger. 8/3. So is it making sense?
Yes, ma'am. It's just like sometimes the brain sleep. Too much multitask.
Okay, that was in thirds. Let me save this and put another one up there. Okay, let me clear. Okay, now let me just put another one up here to make sure, because it works for all fractions, right? So let me
Well,
just,
Miss Barbara, this one that do is different to the other one. Is a difference to the other one that you had the 0 in the middle.
yeah, the other, a number line, it can have plus and minus. It could have all plus. It could all have all minus. See,
Oh, I see.
yeah, this is different because the other one I had 0 in the middle, on the left negative, on the right positive. But I could just give you a number line with just, all positive numbers. Just put a 0 and then just put positive numbers.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right, but you look at them the same, right? So let me take this one. Okay, I want to give you, let's see. Okay, this is a 1. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm putting hash marks here with no numbers. Okay, so this 2. Okay, Now, wait just a minute. I've got to put an eraser here. Clear that. Okay, clear that. Let me put it again because I want to put it's not letting me. Okay. Let me share this again. I want to put another fraction up here. Put your phone on mute, please.
Yes, I'm gonna turn it on.
Okay, new share. Wait, what? It's not letting me write on here for some reason. Okay, let me go back to my. Okay. That was 5. All right, let's go back. I'll have to try to whiteboard later. Okay, see if you can answer number 6. You see number 6?
Uh-huh.
On the
The
number
number
line
12 is
will lie between which of these numbers?
oh,
Which of these integers? 12 over 5 lies between which of these two numbers?
okay, 5 and 12.
12 divided by 5 is equal to what? Did you divide it?
No.
Alpha, did you divide 12 by 5? 5 goes to the 12 how many times?
2 times.
Okay, and you have a remainder, right?
Yes.
So now you know your answer. Alva, what is your answer then?
12 goes into 5 2 times.
So the
The
number has to
remainder
be between what two integers?
between 2 and 3.
That's it. So that would be answer what?
C.
That's it. Very good. See how nice you figured that one out? Yes, 12 over
Well,
5. You said 2 and you got a remainder. So it's greater than 2, but it's less than 3
yes.
because 3 times 5 is 15. All right.
Yes.
So answer C. Questions?
No,
No.
Miss Barbara.
Okay. Maureen, you got that one? See?
Yeah, yeah.
Very good. Okay. So even if you don't see the number line, you can tell where something is on the number line. Okay. By
Yes.
something that's given and choices that you make, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Suppose instead of if I didn't say 12 over 5, suppose I said 16 divided by say 16. Suppose I said 42 divided by 7. What would be the answer?
42 divided by 7.
Yeah, what answer would it be from here? It will lie between what two numbers? Alba, what would be the answer? I say on the number line, 42/7 will lie between which two integers? And is it A, B, C, or D, Alba?
I'm trying to figure it out.
What's 42/7?
Okay, so it would be
42 divided by 7 equal what?
42 divided by 7.
What is that equal to?
21. Is it 2 and 1?
No, what's 42 divided by 7?
7 into 42 goes 6 times.
Okay, 6.
Yeah.
Okay, now 6 is between what two numbers here? 5 and 12, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4. Which one?
I would say 5 and 12.
That's it, 5 and 12.
Yes.
Because 6 comes between those two numbers.
Yes.
So your answer would be A.
Yes.
Got it?
It's really easy, but it's, sometimes we're not thinking straight. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the platform you own is kind of, it makes it a little different. Whereas if you're doing it on your own and not on a platform, then you might get it quicker. But
that's true.
but you just do the math, do the division.
Yes, Ms.
And
Barbara.
then you get the number and then you look here and says 6. Well, it can't be between 1 and 2, it's too big.
Yeah.
Can't be between 2 and 3 or 3 and 4, it's too big. So it's gotta be what?
5 and 12.
That's it. 6 falls between those two numbers.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to 7. All right, can you see that number line?
Yeah, what is fraction is
It's represented on
represented.
the number line below. Okay.
What fraction is represented on the number line?
Yep, what fraction?
Okay.
Maureen, you know what it is?
Nope.
Yes. So this,
What fraction
Alva, do you
is
know what it
represented
is?
on the number line?
is it 4?
Fraction, it says. You're giving me a
Okay.
whole number.
Okay, fraction.
1, 2, 1/2.
No.
No. Look, you see 0
Uh-huh.
and you
And then
see
an X.
1,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
Now, how many hash marks do you see between 0 and 1?
It's
7.
7. That means each hash mark is 8. 1/8. That's how you can tell. See, if you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Up
Uh-huh.
between the 0 and the 1. That means each hash mark is 1/8.
Oh, I see.
1/8,
2/8,
2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8,
and
8/8.
8, which is 1.
That's right. 8/8 is 1. So, Maureen, that X represent what? What would be the answer?
I don't know what the X represent. The first time I ever see this one.
Yeah, but you just counted them down. You said
Well, yeah.
1/8, 2/8,
What
3/8,
represent
4/8.
8?
What is it, Maureen?
8.
No, the
Represent
fraction.
it.
The fraction.
or a fraction.
I just called it out. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8, which is 1. So that X is on what fraction, Maureen?
1. I'm sorry.
0.
So call out the fraction. Let me put this on the next.
Maybe 0.8.
No, fraction. I didn't say decimal.
Oh, fraction.
I said fraction.
Oh,
Alva, what did you say?
2/4.
I would say
These are eighths. Eighths.
yes.
What did you say, Alva?
Would it be 7/4? 7
No,
divided by
these are
4?
eighths. These
Oh,
are eighths.
Okay.
When I say eighth, I'm talking 1/8 fraction.
Okay.
They're in eighths. So you
1,
have what?
2,
0, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8,
4,
6/8, 7/8, 8/8 is 1. So X is what fraction?
It's
Now,
1/8.
1/8. That's right.
Okay, I understand now, Ms.
Got it.
Barbara. Because
Answer.
this is 1, and it's between 0 and 1. It's,
Yeah, the whole thing is between, so all the hash marks represent 8. So the
yes,
fraction will be 1/8.
8.
1/8.
Okay.
okay.
What would that be as a decimal, Maureen?
Like 0.
10 what?
Like 0.8.
No.
Like 0.
1/8. No?
What is a decimal?
And decimal is something like
0 point.
0.
Well, if you have your calculator, divide it. But actually, you should remember, you know why? 1/4 is what percent?
1/4.
It's 25%.
25%, right?
Yes.
Half of 1/4 is 1/8. What's half of 25%?
1/2.
Okay. 1/4
Yeah. 1/4.
equals 0.25, right? 1/2. 1/2
Equals 75.
1/4 is equal to 1/8, right?
Yes.
So what's half of 0.25?
1/4 equal 25. Yeah.
1/2 of 0.25. What is that, Alva? What's 1/2 of
Oh,
one?
you put 11, Miss Barbara.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
1/2 of 0.25, Alva. What is that equal to?
So that's 1/3.
No, what's half of 25? Half of 0.25 or just half of 25? What's half of 25?
50.
What is
2
it?
and 2/5. 2 and I would say off is
50.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
0.125.
Yeah.
Because half of, just say half of 20 is 10, right? Half of 5 is 2.5. So that's 0.125. So 1/8 as a fraction is 0.125. Just take half of 25. That's why it's good to know your fraction decimal relationships. I think I gave you a table of common ones, and I probably send it to you again. Let me make a note of that. Fraction decimal equivalents. I'll send it to you again, because by knowing those, you can save yourself a lot of time in your calculations.
Yes.
Yeah, half of a fourth is 1/8. 2/8 equal 1/4, right?
That's everyday living, Miss Barbara.
Uh,
That's everyday living.
yeah, you're right.
You go to
Absolutely.
the store to buy something, and once you know the math, nobody can rob you.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, so the reason you knew it was eighths because you counted up each hash mark, and there's 7. If there's 7, then it's in eighths, right?
Mhm.
If there were 4 hash marks, then it's in fifths. So you had, Maureen said there's 7, so that means each hash mark represents an eighth. So, Alva, you see where my cursor is, right?
Yes.
What does that represent? How many eighths?
4/8.
4. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. And this would be what? 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good.
Yeah.
You're getting it.
Yes. So
All right.
I'm just kind of tired this morning. That's why I'm not with the class 100%.
Oh, okay.
Michelle and I went out and we did some laundry, like comforters and so forth.
Oh yeah,
We-
that's a real chore.
Yeah, we cannot put them in the machine here.
Yeah,
They're
because
too heavy.
yeah, too
Yeah.
heavy. You need the super machines. Yeah.
So because we woke up early and running around, the brain gets tired.
I can understand that. I definitely
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
Now, there's one other thing I want to go over with you. I want you to be able to put things in order from
Yes.
either least to greatest or greatest to least, largest to smallest, smallest to largest. Now, there are a couple of ways you can do it when they're not all in the same format.
Yes.
All right. If they're not all decimal, you can put them all decimal and then put them in order. All right. Keep in mind now, if you have negatives, the negatives are smaller than the positives, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there are 2 ways, like I say, you can do it. When you have a mixture of fractions and decimals, you can make them all decimals, then you can compare them, or you could put them on a number line. All right. Now,
Yes.
I have this here. I want you to put these in order from least, smallest to largest, least to greatest. 2/3, 2/5, 7/4, minus 1.1, minus 0.34, and 1.25. Okay. Now you can make the 2/3 a decimal, the 2/5 a decimal, 7/4 a decimal, and then you'll have everything decimals, and you can compare it. But remember, your negative numbers are going to be your smallest, and the bigger the negative number, the smaller it is. So, okay. So the minus 1.1 is smaller than a minus 0.34. So I want you to try to put these in order. Let's see what you get. You can put them on a number line. You have your paper, you could write your number line.
Okay.
And put your number line like you could just put it between a -2 and a +2. Because your numbers fall within a -2 and a +2. So if you use the number line, it's +2
Oh, Miss Barbara,
to, yes.
my computer giving problem. It's all
Oh, you
black.
get the problem again, huh?
Yes, it's all black.
Okay, so see if you can put, Alva, you have paper, right?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay, well, draw a number line.
Yes, I
Draw
did.
it, the landscape way, like this. Draw your number line.
I'm not seeing you, but I'm listening.
Oh, that's right. Okay, just use what I say, landscape. That's the horizontal way, okay? And put your
Yes.
number line from -2 to +2, because
Yes.
all your numbers fall within -2 to +2, okay?
Okay. And how many number line you want me to make?
You only need one number line.
Okay.
-2 to +2. Then you can fill in where everything goes. But I want you to convert your fractions to decimals. Or you can leave them if you can figure them out with fractions, but it's easy if you can compare them. I'll just say convert fractions to decimals. Okay, so draw your number line, -2 to +2. Your minus, you're gonna have a 0 in the middle, negative on the left, positive on the right. Now, I'll help you out on your conversions, unless you can tell me. Maureen, 2/3 is equal to what decimal?
So that equals to 1.5.
No, 2/3 is what as a decimal?
0.15.
No, 2/3, 2 divided by 3.
That 2 divided by 3 is that.
No, you divide 3 by 2, Maureen.
No,
2 is your numerator, 3 is your denominator.
divided by 3.
Yeah, 2
Yes.
divided by 3.
Oh, that's 67.
Yeah, that's right, 0.67. Very good. So now you've got that. Now let me go 2/5. Alva, 2/5 is what as a decimal?
2/3
2/5.
equals 67.
What is 2/5 as a decimal?
2 point.
No, 2 divided by 5, not 5 divided by 2.
Oh, 2
2
divided.
divided by 5. What is that equal to, Alva?
30.
No, 2 divided by 5.
7 divided by 4.
I'm not getting it, Miss Barbara.
No,
Don't
2
know,
2
okay.
divided by 5. Go back
Don't
up.
know why I didn't take up my calculator.
You have your calculator?
No, I don't have it in
2.
front of me.
Well, if you do it the long way, you have 2 inside the house, 5 outside the house.
Okay.
What does that give
Just
you?
a minute. Just a minute. I have a calculator on my
Okay,
phone.
if you do it, 2 divided by 5. 1 divided by 5 times 2. 1/5 of something is 0.20, right?
Yeah.
And then what's 2 times 0.2, Alva?
Just a minute, sorry, let me- 2 times
2 times 0.2.
1, 2 equal
What is it?
0.4.
That's it, 0.4.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 2/5. Now go to your 7/4. All right. What is that equal to as a decimal?
7 divided.
7 divided by 4.
Okay, 1.75.
Very good. Okay, 1.75. Now you've got all decimals, right? So you got
Yes.
0.67, 0.40, 1.75. You got a minus 1.1, minus 0.34, and a 1.25. So now with all of them as decimals, let's just put 0.67, 0.40. Okay, 7/4, 1.75. Okay, and then we have minus 1.1, minus 0.34, and 1.25. Now, when you draw your number line, put your 0 in the middle, negative on the left, positive on the right. Now, Maureen, which number is the biggest of these numbers?
Okay, hold on.
Because then you could put the others in between. Largest, what's the largest of these numbers?
Largest is 1.25.
You throwing away the 1.75?
Not really.
Isn't that bigger than 1.25?
Oh yeah.
1.75. Okay. Smallest, Alva, what's the smallest number?
I would say the smallest number is 0.34.
The largest.
Smallest, remember negatives, the bigger it is, the smaller it is. So what's the smallest number?
Would it be 1.1?
That's it, minus 1.1. Right, because remember with the negative, the bigger it is, the smaller it is. So minus 1.1 is smaller than a minus 0.34. So
Yes.
we're putting this from least to greatest. So you can put your smallest number here, minus 1.1, and put your largest 1.75. Now, I want you to put the others in between. I think you can do that.
Okay. 1.
And remember, you're going from smallest to largest. So your negatives are going to be first. So you've got minus 1.1. Maureen, what's the next one?
You're doing the minus 0.34.
That's it. Minus 0. Very good, Maureen. Very good. Now you just have a few more.
Okay.
You just have a few more to slot in there. Just tell me what goes next from smallest to largest.
Oh, it's 0.40.
Okay, 0. Alva, do you agree with that?
I know.
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay, 0.40 is greater than uh, well, of course, it's greater than a negative. And what goes next? Alva, what's the next number? Increasing.
Point 0.67.
All right, very good. All right, and there's another one. And what goes next, Alva?
What did I didn't write down that one.
Okay, it
That one
was
slipped now. Yeah.
2/3, 2/5, 7/4, minus 1.1, minus 0.34, and then 1.25. So what's the next one, Alva?
Did you say to minus those from these numbers?
No. When we put them in order, the negative numbers go first because they're the smallest.
Yes.
So we really have another positive number to put here. You can't see the screen, right?
No, I can't.
Maureen, what's the next number?
One
Maureen,
minus 1.25.
but that's not a minus now.
1.25.
Yes, 1.25. There we go. And now you've got them in order. From smallest to largest. Okay.
Mhm.
So when they're not in the same format, like you may have a mixture of decimals and fractions, you get them all in the same format. Here it was easier to get the fractions to decimals. Then you can compare them. But remember, when you're putting them in order, you'll negative, if you have negative numbers, they will be first because they're the smallest. But the bigger the negative, the smaller it is. That's why minus 1.1 is smaller than a minus 0.34. Questions? Or you could just draw the number line and slot them on the number line.
Mhm.
Whichever way is easier for you. You can do it without the number line, but you can plot them up. But if you put them in decimal format, you can just look at the values and put them in order. Any questions? Okay, I want to give you one to do. Let's see. This is one for you to do. Okay, order following from greatest, so it can be either order, to least. All right. Okay. Here are the numbers. I do like we did this one, you know, get your smallest and then your largest, and then you can slot the others in between. Okay. This would be.
The light came back now.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh boy, my computer is giving me. I have to have somebody check it out. Okay, so from least to greatest, we
I
have
want you to put these in order. Okay. This is
1 and
okay. So I want you to put these in order from greatest to least.
Mhm.
0.
That will be it for today. Once you do that one, and
34.
I will send you the session and the homework. And remember, Monday is a holiday,
Yes.
so our next class will be next Thursday.
Okay,
The homework that I give you, you can send it to me, or we can just do it in class. But I'd like you to really try it, okay?
okay,
Now, remember, this is from greatest to least. The other one was from least to greatest, okay? And your smallest numbers are your negative numbers, okay? Use your calculator to convert your fractions to your decimals.
Okay. From least. Not from greatest.
Greatest to least. This is from largest to smallest.
Right. Least. Mhm. The largest to the least.
Anybody have them in order?
And I got them, but I know them. Hold on. No.
What happened, Maureen?
I got them, but I got them in order, but then my order may be wrong.
Okay, tell me what you have for your, we're going from greatest to least. What do you have for your largest number, Maureen?
Largest number is I got 3/8.
No, the largest?
The largest is 0.375.
No.
I
Can you
divide 8 by 3.
It's bigger. Okay.
I divide 3
Wh-
by 8.
What is your largest number? What is the largest of these numbers? Alba, what do you have for your largest number?
I have 2.20.
That's right, Maureen,
Yeah.
2.20.
Yes.
Oh,
That's your biggest. That's your biggest number, 2.20. Okay.
oh.
And what do you have for your smallest number, Maureen?
My smallest number,
Mhm. It's a negative number, right? The bigger the negative, the smaller it is. So what is your smallest number?
I divide mine, so I got 0.1.
No, your smallest number is a negative number.
Oh, negative. Or 2.6.
No, the smaller the number, the bigger the number, the smaller it is. It
Oh,
would be the minus,
50.
that's it, 5.0. That's your smallest.
Oh, I see.
Alva, did you have that one as your smallest?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay, very good. Now you just put the ones in between, right? Convert your decimals.
Minus.
Okay, convert your fractions to decimals, right? Okay, let's do this. Okay.
Minus 5.0.
Okay, 3/8. What was that equal to, Alva? You converted that to a decimal?
Divide 3. Okay, it goes 2 times.
Okay, that's the decimal. And 6/7. Okay. 5/6. Okay. And 1/9, right? Did everybody get this for your decimals?
You divide 6. Okay.
Okay, Maureen, did you get this for your decimals?
Wait, hold on a minute.
Your fractions converted to decimals? Alva, did you get this?
6 divided by 7 is 86, right?
Right, 0.86, 5 over 6, 0.83, 1 over 9, 0.11. Did everyone get those? Alva, did you get this as your decimals?
No, I had stopped Miss Barbara when the computer went off.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes,
Well,
yes.
those are your decimals. Now I want you to put them in between now. Slot those numbers between the smallest and the largest. This is
Okay.
this is the largest, this is the smallest. Let's see. 2.20. But there's the smallest, minus 5.0.
I get 0, 1 over 9 is 0.11, right?
Okay, let's
That
put,
way that. And we got to do now.
okay, so we have, okay, so what's the one after the 2.20, Maureen? What did you get? Greatest to least, what's the next biggest one?
0.375.
No, 2.20. What's your next?
Yes. And then it's 0.375.
No, what's the next biggest number to 2.20? Isn't it 1.90?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
Miss Barbara.
right,
Yes.
Alva? 1.90.
Yes.
So 1.90. That's your next biggest one, right?
Yes.
And then what's the next one?
The next one
Would be one of your decimals, right?
yes, I think is would it be
Which one, Alva?
5.0? No.
No, your next fraction.
Next biggest fraction.
0.375.
No, the next biggest, Maureen. You giving me? Okay. The next one is going to be 6 over 7. That's 0.86.
Yes.
Right? And what's the
Yes.
next one, Alva?
It would be.
What's the next biggest fraction?
Would it be 2? -2?
No, negative is going to come further. You got another one here. What about the 5/6?
Yes.
5/6 is 83.
All right,
Yeah.
5/6. And then what's the next one, Alva?
It would be 2/6. No.
No, we don't have a 2/6. It'll be the 3/8.
3/8, yes.
Okay, and then what's the one after that?
3/8, it would be 3/8, 5, 6, 1, 9.
After the 3/8, you have what?
Would it be 1, 9? No.
No, then you have the negatives. Let's see.
Oh, 5.
0.8. Let's see. 6, 7, 5, 6.
Yeah.
3/8.
What about the 5?
No, then you'll have the 1/9.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 1, 9.
Yeah, 1/9.
Yeah.
And what's next, Alva?
The 5. 5. Well, 2/6.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Minus
Very
2/6,
good. Minus
yes.
2.6.
Yes.
And then the smallest one is the -5.
-5. Yes.
So Maureen, did you have this? This is the way they would be in order. From
Yeah.
greatest 2.20 to smallest minus 5.0.
minus 5.1.
Minus 5.0. Okay, so this would be the answer here. From greatest to least. 2.20 being the biggest, minus 5.0 being the smallest.
Okay.
Any questions? How you order these?
Okay, so that would be the correct answer.
That's the correct answer.
Okay, yes. Um,
That's the answer. Any questions on anything we've gone over?
No, it's just like was kind of not with the class today, according to the problem.
Okay, so you will have 2 or 3 problems for homework, but like I say, it will
Okay.
be due next
I know.
Thursday because Monday is
It's an
A holiday.
holiday.
What
And
kind
it-
of holiday, Miss Barbara? Jewish?
Columbus,
Columbus
Columbus
Day.
Day.
Columbus,
Okay. Okay.
Italian Heritage Day. I think they
Okay.
renamed it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Right
I'll
now.
say so long to everybody.
Yes,
Okay.
have a nice weekend.
Yeah,
Okay.
enjoy the rest of
Okay,
the week.
Maureen.
Okay, Albert.
Yes.
Okay, Miss
I
Barbara.
mean, we're 2 or 3 are gathered this company.